Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
My name is Chantel. I'm the SNN again to the governor.
Yeah.
And I'm not here alone.
Yeah.
I'm with
Honorable Commissioner, my name is Atulegwu, state correspondent, daily independent newspapers in the state.
Chinyere is my name, sir. I work with Nigerian newspapers.
My name is Bright. Okereke is my surname. I am the managing editor of Atulegwu Newspapers Limited.
Okay, the next person, please.
Honorable Commissioner, my name is Victor Machuku. I'm the correspondent of the News Agency of Nigeria.
Please, may we meet you? Having introduced myself, may we meet you?
Yeah, my name is Noble Atulegwu, Honorable Commissioner for Lands, Imo State.
Okay, sir. His Excellency, Distinguished Senator HOSTESS Adanna reposes much confidence in you. Hence, he reposted you back to Ministry of Lands. What are the challenges and prospects or possible threats so far you have encountered?
Very grateful to Distinguished Senator HOSTESS Adanna for discovering me. Because as an individual, if I operate on my own, people might not really know the blessings God endowed in me. And while I was here, I was able to make a very big mark. Under 1 month. The internally generated revenue of this ministry, went just very high, and I know that our governor is keeping our records.
Okay.
And he found me worthy again, coming back to same Ministry of Lands. And as you can see, since I came here, you can also attest to it that this ministry, this place is bubbling. Okay. So there's no threat.
Okay. Your ministry, the shared prosperity government of Senator HOSTESS Adanna is a multi-dimensional in approach, touching so many sectors in the economy. How do you factor land management, survey, land tilting vis-a-vis fiscal planning in the administration of the land in the states? And also give us an idea of, because you made mention of revenue, give us an idea of how much this ministry makes for the state government monthly.
Actually, going back to memory lane, when I took over here, the revenue of this ministry, I can tell you, was very minimal. Okay. But since I came on board, the revenue of this ministry has shoot up to 80% of what it ought to be, and we are targeting 110%. Okay. And if there's anything, 200% we will hit it, God willing. Okay. And Ministry of Lands, the usual story you hear about Ministry of Lands and all that is a thing of the past since I came on board, and it would continue to be in that position. And we're here to change the narrative of doing land issues unlike what it used to be, where people give allocation without due process and all that. It's not the process, it's not what we are facing now. This is a new beginning. This is the new dawn for Imo people. And everything here is due process.
Okay. By previous governments in the states, necessitated the setting up of the judicial panel on the inquiry of lands and other related matters. How are you coping with the watertight recommendations in the white paper vis-a-vis the quest for land allocation? How are you coping with it? And how far have the governments under your ministry implemented the judicial panel of inquiry on lands so far?
Thank
how many
you.
lands have been recovered?
Thank you.
How many have been returned back to their rightful owners?
Yeah, thank you very much. When we came on board, I was in that age school where we adopted the white paper as a working document. And as I speak to you, we are implementing those recommendations, done by the implementation committee as a ministry. There's some other ones, His Excellency, we will always carry out His Excellency's directive. That's what I do here, to ensure that we have relative peace. The past administration, it was totally a mess, and I wish all of us, will have opportunity to sit here. You will see the, sin committed against the state, on land administration. But our governor is not a land grabbing person. He's not even interested in, so to say, have property here, have on the other side, have this one and all that. And at the end of it, if you have all these things and not passing through the due process, tomorrow the team will haunt you as it's haunting them now. What we are doing is to fix it so that more people will be happy. Those who lost their property, a lot of them are coming back, and the ones who are treating, the ones that comes back to state their issues, we will also find a way to resolve them so that they will all be happy. That's exactly what we are doing here.
Okay, sir. Prior to the activities of past administration, where there are lots of land grabbing and all whatnot, that led to so many people going to courts, how far have your ministry managed the numerous court judgments, injunctions, court cases? How far have you been able to manage such scenario?
Yeah, if there's any court case, if there's any judgment from court, this government is a law-abiding government. If there's any judgment from court, we don't have any option than to implement it. But if you have judgment and the other party applies against that judgment, we'll wait till the case is exhausted at the court.
Okay, so I think I have my colleagues, my senior colleagues, I know they must have some questions to ask you.
My name is Bright Okereke.
And your platform?
I'm the managing editor, Music Newspapers. And I just have one or two questions, because otherwise some of the things I have, you're taking them already.
Okay.
We have been hearing of land enumeration. Land enumeration. What is land enumeration? And what are the benefits? As government, we partner with different institutions where, if they identify a particular place, there's a project they feel that they can do, you will apply for land here. We will check our records. If those areas are free, we will identify them and we will issue you allocation or CFO. It all depends the institution requesting for the land. If it is federal government, we don't issue CFO, okay? And if it is for institutions that has nothing to do with federal, we'll issue them certificate of occupancy on the said land that is identified without any encumbrances. What are the very giant strides that could be associated to this ministry under your watch specifically?
We have achieved a lot. I'm here now barely 4 months, and as I speak to you, we've realized Equema layout.
Where is that located?
Control post.
Okay.
That's other administration for over 20 years.
Okay.
We have 3R on Onisha Road.
Okay.
We have Unity layout at Orara.
Okay.
We have Riverside
layout at Amata. We're working on all these layout as I speak to you.
Okay.
We have a shared prosperity layout at Port Harcourt Road, and we have TM and TN, and we have Okuku New City. All these layouts came on to life these 4 months that I came on board. Yes. And as I speak to you, we are working in all the layouts.
Okay.
And we have good cordial relationship with our brothers who these layouts are domiciled in their various communities and all that. So I see it as a very big progress for this ministry. And we have also increased the internally generated revenue of this ministry. And we have areas where other institutions are working. We're working with SEPLAT. We're working with where this oil pipeline.
Okay, where's that?
ASA. So these 4 months we have done, by God's grace, we have done this administration of distinguished Senator HOSTESS. We have done very well on land administration, and also trying to sort out the old roads, you know, that were actually meted on Imo people. You can see what is happening here. You will attest, you can see what is happening here.
That's right.
If this place, if we don't have cordial relationship, we don't render service to our people and other people won't be coming the way they are coming. So even you will even ask yourself if they are selling, if this place is a corner. It's because we are very friendly, we are rendering service to our people. If we are not rendering service to our people, you won't find them coming here.
You have an open door policy.
Very open.
Before this time, there have been rising concerns over the racketeering of land. Residents of the state have complained, they have grown over racketeering by past administrations. And there was so much confidence in the our government that things will be put right and the confidence of people will be restored in government. What steps have you taken to address this?
Actually, when I came here 4 months ago, I had to restructure the ministry.
Okay.
I had to restructure the ministry, and I made it very clear: it's not going to be business as usual. It's either you're ready to work or you're ready to leave. And as I speak to you, I must tell you the truth that it's no longer business as usual here. And let me also tell you that the man seated here, I don't cut corners. And I don't expect you to also cut corners while working with me. We've placed some machineries on ground to checkmate the fraud that happens here in the past. So as I speak to you, all of them are on their own. If you tell them, if you go outside and tell them that Noble is the commissioner, they will tell you he will don't even near that office because he will not accept it. So it's no longer the usual practice. It's no longer the usual practice. You people are in this society, and all of us are in this town. You know the usual thing that used to happen in the past. Do you hear such stories again?
No.
Not when I'm seated here. Not when I'm seated here. And my Oga gave me a marching order on what to do. And that's exactly what I am doing here.
Commissioner for Lands, how many acres of land that we are allocated to yourself?
Victor, you surprised me, but lovely question, my brother. As I speak to you, I don't even have one plot of land. as Commissioner for Land, I don't even have one plot of land. Even when people come here, they ask me that you give us land, that you're Commissioner for Land, give us land, that you're Commissioner for Land. I'll be laughing. I tell them I only work based on His Excellency's directives. As we are now, we have invited Imo people to apply for land. Our people have opportunity now to apply for land. For me, as Commissioner for Land, do not give me right to allocate land to myself. But I can only get land through the due process.
When you allocate, will the person buy?
Here, we don't sell land here.
Okay, you allocate.
We don't sell land here. You will go and buy from. There's a standard. The standard is that now that we have invited our people to apply for land, which is the normal process.
Okay.
You will apply for, you go and buy form, pay into TSA, fill your form, put your 2 passports, recent passport, 3 passport photographs, your 3 years current tax clearance. You will attach it and fill the form and you return it here. We will evaluate it. We know how we will evaluate it.
Okay.
If you merit it, we issue you with allocation paper.
Okay.
So we don't sell land here.
Okay.
So that our people don't get it mixed up. And also use this opportunity to tell our people, ensure that your tax clearance is original. Don't go and get one fake tax clearance and put. If you get it, we will catch you.
Okay.
Even some of them who will go and print fake TSA and all that, we are catching them. And when I catch you, I will cancel everything.
Okay.
I'll cancel everything. Even if you're my son. I advise people to always do the right thing. The money you will pay someone to do a bad job, it's also the same money you pay another person to do a good job for you. So the difference is you being detailed, paying attention to what you're doing. So here, we pay attention to what we are doing. You know, when the head is correct, the neck will function well. The head here is correct. And I know people who are working with me will also function. Good afternoon.
Joy, is my name, sir.
Thank you.
I work with Commissioner, we know that we all came from communities, and most of this land are domiciled communities. What is government effort in compensating these communities whose land we are taking for government for the governmental purposes?
Okay.
What has been done on that process?
Land compensation.
Yeah, land compensation.
You know, there's a process to land acquisition, and that process is clearly stated. Number one thing is to write to the community, the letter. And you know, the governor, all the land in Imo State is domiciled, which is holding for our people. And that process we have been following since we came on board, and since the government of distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma came on board. We have been following the due process. And that due process is writing a letter notifying them that government has interest on this land.
Okay.
After that letter, we will invite them, the family or the community that is involved, for a roundtable discussion. We'll go in, we'll send our men to go in, identify this land, what is the size of this land, what we'll do perimeter survey. After perimeter survey, we'll do claim survey. We are family holdings. And from there, we'll know who gets what. And that's exactly what we've been doing here. If we're not doing it, you will be hearing stories
all this layout I mentioned, have you heard we are fighting, we're doing this one here and all that? Because we are doing the right thing. We're carrying our people alongside with government. We've not come here where you wake up one morning, you see caterpillar clearing one land without the people knowing about it, or without the people being involved and all that. Land issue is like little on the left, little on the right. What is important is for development. And this government of distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma means well for our people. So we're here to render good service and have cordial relationship with our communities, with our host community, way of carrying everybody along.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. We have another.
Yeah. Honorable, sir, I want to also, although even though you know that because you come from that area is on the shadow, behind the Coca-Cola.
Where is that?
Irete, for some years that place has been made on the coast. And a number of times, government has said those who didn't develop their land will be developed.
Industrial layouts.
You mean industrial layouts?
Exactly, sir. So, what is government doing to make sure that that area is, because it has come a long way and it has been undeveloped? What is the office doing in that direction, sir?
Yes, actually, if you were in the stakeholders meeting of December, January, where His Excellency directed me to ensure I do enumeration of undeveloped plots in that area, which we have also carried out of undeveloped plots in that area. And you know the process of revocation, which after the enumeration, His Excellency will revoke all those plots that were not actually developed. We'll look for Imo people who are serious-minded people, who wants to develop it, who are not people who will give land and they will start waiting to resell it back to our people. We are looking for people, serious-minded people, Imo people, who will also give those lands and they will develop it so that our youths will have jobs, you know, have a gainful employment and all that. And I know our governor, by God's grace, you people will see his handwriting in that Onisha Road industrial layout shortly.
It has to do with civil servants in the state. I know that the state government has repeatedly indicated its interest that since civil servants own houses of their own. So when it comes to land allocation, what plan do you have for civil servants in the state to have land? Because from what you have said, it's like the bottleneck is too much for them to meet. So what plan do you have? I think to give them a soft landing for them to be able to own land and build their own houses.
As I speak to you, I don't think there's any bottlenecks applying for land allocation. Civil servants can also apply for land allocation. This one we're doing now, they can apply. The bottleneck you're talking about, is it tax clearance, which I know they have it. It's been deducted from their salary source. So I know they have it. So what is the bottleneck? Is it passport, photograph? Is it their photograph? I don't see any bottleneck. It's for one to be proactive and all that, take chance. Yeah, in life, it's only when you say I am. Nobody will say it for you. Are you getting me? You see people, now we're doing this, some people will not apply. They will be one side castigating, talking. Instead of taking opportunity. You see young men too. You can use, I don't know where, if there's any place you can buy land for 100,000 naira. Instead of buying too much drinks for your friends and all that, why can't you reduce it? Try your luck. I still recall during Udenwa regime also, yes, I applied, I applied for land as a young man. I paid 50,000 naira. Then, I paid 50,000, even though I didn't get. But what is important is that I took a chance. Who knows? Some other people must, one way or the other, God as well. So we must continue to strive. We must continue to, try. There's no harm in trying. Some people they're afraid of taking risk. Life is all about risk. If we didn't prepare our today, yesterday, we won't be here today. So if you're looking for tomorrow, you must start today to prepare for your tomorrow. So some people will say, walk. Before you know, your friends will be saying, I got to. This person will say, I got to. He will say, if I had known. And had I known is a brother to Mr. Late, Manakra.
Yes.
So, government has given this opportunity. Let us utilize the opportunity.
So you're advising the civil servants to
apply.
To apply?
Yes. Yes. Okay. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. We're not segregating.
Including government appointees?
Yes, of course. Every Imo indigene, you're qualified. His Excellency has invited you to apply.
Okay.
So far you are an Imo indigene. His Excellency has invited you to apply. His government to apply for land. You are qualified to have it. If you meet up with all the requirements, why not?
Can apply too. Can apply.
If you are here in my office, why not? If you are here and you are hearing from the horse's mouth, why not? Anybody can apply.
Okay. So you apply and you come back here, you pay in the bank? You
pay to TSA. You pay to TSA. It's a software. You pay to, if you're all the banks, they have that software. You pay there. Okay. Or if you're finding it difficult, you can come to Ministry of Lands. We'll have people here. Okay. You can pay. If you pay, you go to the last floor, Office of the Director of Land. He will issue you with the form, which you now take home and fill it, okay. And return it back here.
Like what are the areas available for the allocation?
It's the areas I've just mentioned here.
Okay, you mentioned Okuku.
Yes, I mentioned Okuku, Unity Layout Extension, that Atorada, sorry. We'll have Riverside, Atamata, and Bondren Oshi. We'll have 3R at Onisha Road here. We'll have Shared Prosperity at that's at Port Harcourt Road. We'll also have a TN and TM at Port Harcourt Road too. We'll have Hope Uzodema New Heaven, close by here.
And the zoo area.
Yes, we have that, So, from all indications, we are good to go. But be rest assured, Yes, be rest assured that what will get to the community will get to the community. What will get to government will also get to government. This government means well for our people. It's no longer business as usual, the old way. No.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. I believe no other of my senior colleagues are present.
Just to ask you finally, what's your brief assessment of His Excellency
Okay.
And its program?
Okay. Lovely question. And I hope you're expecting a lovely answer, which you get from me now. I want to tell you, I am very happy, and I thank God that I am part of this administration. Okay. And I thank God for distinguished Senator Hope Uzodema, for God making him our dear governor. This is the first time in the history of Imo State a governor will be bold enough to say a major contractor, a major one,
As I speak to you, in Germany, Kremborg rates higher than Julius Berger. You can Google that.
Okay.
To bring in a major company to come and build our roads, that you cannot drive from Owerri to Olo. You can drive from Owerri to Okigbe. Nobody's talking about a KMLA again. I still recall a case of a pregnant woman, an accident that happened at that Njaba River. A pregnant woman and their boss were actually burned to ashes. You know, we don't no, Njaba River.
Njaba River.
Yes. If you go to that Njaba River, you go to church and say, God, we thank you for distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. As I speak to you, go and see what is happening over to Umuahia Road. Go to Airport Road. Go and see what is happening there. Chukwumawoha, they said it's a swamp area, that no road. Is there not, go there and see what distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma has done. Go to Ihechowa, where they said that the two-story building, they will never bring it down. And I know, most of you go to Relief Market. It was a swamp. Go there and see Relief Market, that road. All of us can attest to this story. When we came on board, this Port Harcourt road was actually shut down. You cannot go to that GTV Bank and that Owerri Girls. You can't go there. It's unpassable. It was actually blocked. Douglas Road was blocked. Ebada Road was nothing to write home about. Go there, even at night, you feel that you are in Las Vegas.
Okay.
You know, our people, I have to now speak Igbo language so that our people will understand. Our people, because distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma has changed the narrative. He has changed the old story. Let us go back to memory lane where we were before he came on board. As I speak to you, this same minister, I know, describe what we are doing here.
Okay.
You know, sometimes there's intangible and tangible.
That's good.
These ones are the ones you can see. There's the ones that you cannot see. Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma has done marvelously well. Under 3 years, he has done all these things. What other government could not do for 8 years? What they couldn't do for 8 years, under 3 years, all these projects, these ones are the ones I can remember now. You know, I'm under pressure now to answer your questions. These are the ones that I can remember now.
Okay.
Eh? I'm talking about the major ones. I'm talking about the major ones. I'm not talking about the small here and there and all that. You have seen that MCC road. Go there and see it. Agagole Harole. Is it World Bank? Eleki gago haraka ehu. Mano gebu agole before we ogbu ago. Nde biakwa na before him eburu ha agole.
Okay.
I thank God that I am serving under distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. That it gives me joy. You know why? By the time distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma finishes his administration of 8 years, because all got 8 years, okay, mama. Achineke daily sign ya. I can beat my chest and say, I was part of this administration that built Owerri to Olo. Is it not a credit?
It is a credit.
I was part of the government that built Owerri to Okigbe. Is it not a credit?
It is.
I was part of the government that built Owerri to to Umuahia. Is it not a credit? I was in this government, man also relief. I was in this government, me Prozo Port Harcourt Road. I was in this government, man Douglas Road. I was in this government, man Chukuma. I was in this government, man HOSTESS Street. I was in this government, man Chukuma. I was in this government, man MCC Road. I was in this government, man Oji to Emekuku to Ebu. And what we are talking about is signature projects. Awokwa mmiri na-ezo. I mmiri zo 2 times road efu and I chose the road acho. So this government means well for our people. And you could get free education. What I did during when I was commissioner for entrepreneurship. How many people that got money? Imo people that got money. Promotion. Actually, promotion in the civil servants. Yesterday, I was in that meeting, labor meeting. I was there when His Excellency was dishing out for our civil servants. I was there. The man is milky in nature. Our governor is milky in nature.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for reeling out some of the numerous achievements of our governor. Sir, please, I want to ask, in line with the question my senior colleagues asked about the civil servants, I'm aware that the master plan of Imo State of 1976, by that master plan, we had the arrangement for civil servants in the 3 senatorial districts. Well, is this still going to happen? That's number one. And also that master plan of 1976, when is it due for a review?
Because of what has happened in the past.
Okay.
If government were actually being run the same way distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma is running this government, most of those things have been in place. Some of them before this time have been recognized. You know, this is government is a continuum. Okay. You know, where your predecessor stops and he has done so many things. It's just like there's a layout.
I know there's one in Imbisi.
There's one layout here in Imo State, here in Owerri, where people have really built several houses there. Meanwhile, those people who built houses there are not all to have been issued to build houses in those places. Wow. But the past governments, you know, they look on the other way around and allow them to be doing those things, which are totally wrong. And meanwhile, there's people who have certificate of occupancy in those areas.
Okay. Which layout is that, if I may ask?
New D.
Where is that?
Along Port Harcourt Road here. Along Port Harcourt Road here.
Okay, they're not supposed to be.
Yes.
Close to Belang.
Close to Belang.
Yes. And what they're building is not the specification, and it's not a layout plan that government, yes. And if tomorrow now distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma wakes up and say, no, we'll go and realize that layout to what it ought to be, the same you people who are press people will start writing. Say government about Wolo had a wicked, government emekweke, government emehoke, and all that.
Okay.
That is why I always make announcement before you buy any property, do due diligence.
Come to Ministry of Lands.
Yes, and verify the property you are buying. Because say go get bela when a problem. Due diligence. It doesn't cost anything. If we are doing search here with nothing on, you know, will you compare 30,000 naira to 1 million? 30, is it not better you pay 30,000 and have a proper search than pay 1 million naira that is going to the drain?
Okay.
So let our people queue in into what this government stands for.
Okay.
And the governor means very well for Imo people.
We really thank you for your time. It's been a very insightful time with you. And of the truth, you are really grounded in this ministry. And we really thank you. And we say, okay, for the last time, do you pass a vote of confidence on the re-election of the governor?
Something I have told you that the governor will. The 8 years is already, God has destined it already.
Okay.
You can see what is happening.
So I don't know.
Only she ya ka breeze neku or what loga ho ya. Eh? Only she na ho ka breeze ikuge or what loga ho ya na ho. Are you not seeing what is happening?
Oh yes.
See, when God is with you, your enemies will be at peace with you.
That's correct.
When God is with you, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you people this. Aka Chineke no na ho governor onye.
Okay.
When na man enwere anya nka na-eji ahụ ihe nke ihe eme mmụọ. Governor onye na Chineke so.
Okay.
And onye ya chi eso ihe na na-eme.
That's all.
Eh? Just go back to memory lane and start studying the man called Hope Uzodimma. If you study the man called Hope Uzodimma, you will find out that God is with him.
Okay.
And when God is with you, you don't need anybody. God will tell them where to go. That is why I say power comes from. When God is with you, he will tell everybody to join you. When God is with you, he said the heart of the kings is in his palm, and he directs it how he wishes. So all of us seated here, our heart is in God's hand, and how he wishes, he directs it. I am telling you people, mark today's date, God is with distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. The signs are everywhere. Only a cheers in here and there. And when you're fighting him, the next thing that will follow you is disgrace.
Okay. Thank you, sir. And I said we look forward to your ministry reviewing the 1976 Master Plan of Imo State, because I think it is long overdue, so that we can restore back sanity.
That's exactly what we're doing here.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're doing. That's exactly what we're doing here. At least you're feeling.
A total review.
Yes.
A total review, probably with the help of Imo House of Assembly.
That's exactly what we're doing here.
To make it much more binding and legal.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. For